Hello everybody, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. We are still in the middle of the investigation, I'm pretty sure. I think we're still doing that. So let us load our data. Okay. Alright, we're getting the records. We're doing we're figuring out the old incident that they've been talking about for a while. This shows the excitement. Yeah. Wow. It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff. Quick. 15 years ago. Oh, here, let me adjust the sound mixer real quick. There we go. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6. Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Well, let's just do the thing. Investigate. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courtroom. What? 2? Hello, Eggy. Hello. Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Oh, looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. A part of the court building collapsed, and all of the lights went out. Aw. Wow. That was some earthquake. Oh, is that little Edgy boy? Is that our good pal Edgy? He has the hair. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to get rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that. In the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot. In the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Okay. Do you have the data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, I found it. Maria. Dad, yeah. Look at this stern man. I see that Edgeworth did not inherit his hair from his father. No sirree. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he was still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? It sounds like this current case. What's going on here? Phoenix is doing it, guys. He's piecing the evidence together. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in the DL6 was Yanni Yogi? Neuron activation. It should be this way. It do be this way. He was the clerk in the court, apparently. Why he ripping off his clothes like that? He must have been the third person in the elevator. Yami Yugi, God, I wish. Yeah, like why? What is this? Is he choking? Is he like, no, it's too hot in here. Gotta get rid of this shirt. Like, what's up with this? Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent thanks to his defense attorney, Robert Hammond. Hammond? The victim in our case? Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick? Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? There we go. Just enough for the court record. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Are we calling him Dad? Are we really doing that? Is he Papa? Yeah, sure. My dad, Yogi Bear, right? Like, am I pronouncing that right? Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced? Because all I'm thinking is like, this is Mr. Bear. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecutor is also ready. Who is the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Oh, he's one of those villains. He's got 3 minutes to spare, guys. He was aura farming. No. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my first witness. Right. I call my witness. My, decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Is it Papa? It is Papa. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
I was.
Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this guy is! Wait a minute! The witness hasn't stated his name yet!
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name.
Is it Dad?
Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He cannot recall you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Yeah, sure.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony, shall we? Witness!
The night of the murder!
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang.
Just a bang.
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just afloat on the lake.
Then I heard another bang. 2!
2? Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
Did you recognize the man? Was it that man?
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Oh?
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for a cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now!
What?
Yes. Mr. Wright.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well. You may begin.
Sir? Sir, are you okay? Sir? Sir? Maybe he needs a cup of water. I should drink from my cup of water. That's okay. That's okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Very well. Let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
The night of the murder! Let's press him! Just after midnight, you say?
Just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Then when I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. Naya, I remember it clearly, I did. You see, continue.
What were you doing in the boat rental noodle shop? Is there anyone who can verify that? The bird?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for the court of law! What do you mean birds can do that? What do you do that a bird can testify?
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor! This Polly is a parrot!
The parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith?
Oh, we're still calling him Keithy? Okay.
The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
Damn, okay. Get up there and testify. Look, Selkie, I wish I could. I do wish that I could. It would be funny.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
Sir, wake up!
From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? I am. Good, continue.
Damn, just be an angry boy to this man. What would your crash out be like? I mean, I would want to like, what are those called? Podium? I would like to like shove the podium to the ground and then like backflip out of the room. That's what I would want to do.
Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there was 2 men out there.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
At the time, that is.
At the time? That means you're not telling me everything, old man! And so you heard 2 gunshots total?
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, right, let me look at the court record real quick. It said the thing was fired 3 times. What is the last time, then? Was the man pre-shot before... Did we shoot the man first, then go out onto the boat, do the whole thing? Is that the order of events? I want that to be the whole order of events. Yes, yes, sir, I know you're bleeding out, but we gotta do this.
By your window. By my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw it. This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this. I can't believe he's dead. Okay. Are you sure? Sir? Oh no. Dad!
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too.
He responds to Dad, only Dad.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy.
He's gone. Oh no. Oh dear. That's fine.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly!
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You can ignore the truth of the matter here. Everything in the witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I mean, we just keep going, right? Whatever, just keep yapping. Your Honor! This witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. Are we making a a call to the afterlife? It's just we need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This may be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand.
Oh, gone.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for any more time to decide the case against the defendant. The case is extremely close. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What, no!
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, he's gone. He's dead.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at the higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Bye, Edgeworth. There he goes. Wait! Mate, me? Who's me? Huh? Larry! Oh my god.
What are you doing here?
Listen! You gotta listen to me! I was there in the park on the night of the murder! I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it!
Remembered what?
The gunshots! I heard it too! How did he get in here?
Order!
Oh, okay.
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Oh.
Order! Order! Well, This is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Aw.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Oh my god. You mean we can't throw Edgy in prison and just call it a day?
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to this to testify. Now.
What? he's upset.
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear the new witness. Court is adjourned.
Is it adjourned? Adjourned? How is that word pronounced? It's hard, you know? Words are hard, guys. Ooh. That was too close. I'm sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets! I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry's was at the lake last night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
You say something right.
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh.
What do you mean, oh? Were you holding the gun or not, Edgeworth?
When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking.
Edgeworth!
I didn't have a reason, really.
Edgy boy! I see. The upscaling is a little rough in these re-releases. Look. This was what, a GBA game? Yeah, it's just gonna be a little rough. It's either that or you redraw it, right? And I don't think that was in the budget.
Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly prepared, evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let somebody he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
You don't like front-facing Edgeworth? What's wrong with front-facing Edgeworth? Like God intent. Oh dear. It's fine. It's fine. What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. Not 10-minute trial. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15? Everything's on Larry now. Oh. Well, back to the courtroom! We're gonna milk Larry. You stop that. You stop that right now. We are not doing that. Man, I was so excited for it not to be Larry, but it be Polly that took the stand. Ugh. We can't let dreams be dreams. It's gonna happen.
Court is back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th.
Wouldn't it be the morning of the 25th? Look. We're right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry. Don't mess this up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. The night of the murder! Sorry, I have a cup of ice. I hope that sounds fun. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the Reynolds shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I look over to the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Which gunshot was that?
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, if we've come this far, there's no way to go but forward, Nick. Well, let's just press him.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright.
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was, after 11 when I got out into the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Looking for something. Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Yeah, that's all. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Only heard one bang. Okay. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
But you, did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Oh, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of the case! He's really doing it, guys. He's really doing it. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I could just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Looking for something. Oh, here, let me make a save here first. There we go. And back up. What is our thingy things? We have a gun that was fired 3 times. We do have a picture of the lake, right? Taken at the whatever. What's over here? Bird! We got a parrot in our pocket. Okay. Presento? Is it 2 gunshots? Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang. You're sure? And that's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all at what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Oh my god.
Mr. Butts.
What?
You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? His AirPods were in, guys.
Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones.
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Nobody listens to the radio, Butts. It's 2025. People don't know what the radio is today.
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his
Shoddy, okay.
testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Continue. Let's continue wasting time. The radio. What's going on with that radio? I swear to God, if that line is missing in the remake. I'm gonna be so upset if in the Silent Hill remake that line isn't there. I have quoted that line too many times in my life for it to be removed from history, okay? Okay. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give us your testimony, but be sure to include details, like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely, being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big deal? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? You're in Japan, friend. I know we're in. I know the script says we're in California, but you're in Japan, friend. You're. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What we heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from a radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe his testimony.
Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembered exactly what the DJ said when he heard that gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. You mean the radio host. Like, how many different ways do we have to refer to this? Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. We'll press him. A sorcerer. She uses sorcery called sorcery. Oh my god. Look. Sometimes it's bad, okay? What, was it like a couple days ago I uploaded a video to the other channel for what the VN 922 in which a character was like, that's that. And I wanted to die. I wanted to die. So, you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there, alone, On Christmas Eve, alone. I shouldn't have said anything. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with this case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, but how loud was your radio set to that night?
Like 11. Real boomin' loud? Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could have heard anything going on outside at all.
Okay. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? And what did the radio host say? What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to do? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask?
Very well.
We got there, boys. We got there.
Mr. Butts, please testify in the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's Christmas. It's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot." 15 minutes after? Are you sure? Of course I am. She has this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is almost ludicrous, that's what it says, a testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. The second photo for lake photo. Is it this one? Since it was taken at around that time? No. Okay. Fine. Okay. Taken automatically on. I mean, it has to do with the time, right? So. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Yeah, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Is that the other screenshot? Is that the thing? Almost Christmas. Yeah, is that the meme line I always hear about? Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
that would seem to be the case. Yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photo is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was.
Let's see what the time was on the photo, taken when the gun triggered Mrs. Hart's camera. December 25th. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Oh my god.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight.
Not two gunshots. They did also hear two gunshots, but you know.
However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
But what?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claims he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
I'm sure it's this one. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why the photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to the loud noise. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photo was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Mrs. Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. And it is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night, there was 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. why the witness would have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear!
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence, if you have any.
It fired 3 times, right? So I assume this would also count. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon.
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that
night? Okay.
on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes.
The mystery pre-shot. The pre-shooting. It's very important, guys. You have to make sure to pre-shoot your victims. It's how you get it done, okay?
One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight.
Can we not say 12:15? Do we have to say 15 minutes post-midnight? Borderlands, the pre-shooting? Okay, give it a year. That'll be a DLC.
Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh. I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. What's wrong, Nick? I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in the case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict! We have nothing to lose! You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Has it?
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Miss Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat.
He go down!
There was a gunshot fired at that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide.
I mean, again, depending on how long the arm is, right? Like, I think you can get there. Truly.
Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Selfie stick suicide. That's a little better than what I was imagining in my head, Selkie. Do you know those old, I don't know if they still make these toys, but do you remember, like, the weird little claw hand toys where you would, like, pull the little, like, lever and the other end was a little claw that would clamp shut and open? I was thinking of one of those that you just, like, we can get there. We can pull the trigger with that. The grabber hand, yeah! Do they still make those? Are those still a thing? That makes me want to go into a toy store and see if they still make those for kids these days. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. Mostly for senior people to pick things off the ground. I mean, I would love to have one again to pick things up off the ground. You know, it's handy. The timestamp on the photo says, 15 minutes after midnight. That's how everyone phrases that time. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Here, we'll make a save. We don't want it to go too far back if we fail things. Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth and Hammond. Hammond and the murderer. I'm thinking, guys. It was the murderer and Robert Hammond.
What are you saying? The contradiction of what you just told the court. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the gunshot.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Also, might I mention, the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth, had admitted to being on the boat.
He could still be on the boat. He could be underneath the boat.
Right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm going to have to penalize you for your foolishness.
Let me be foolish, okay? Let me be funny.
I'll ask again.
Miles Edgeworth and Robert Hammond. Underneath the boat is technically not on the boat. Like, you're right, but I don't want you to be.
Yes, I believe you are mad. That is exactly what I've been telling the court this whole time. You're agreeing with me, and yet, what did you just say?
He's lying down in the boat. We can get there. We can get there.
That Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the shot on the boat.
Yes, that's what I said. I was just testing you, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty.
Okay, there's that. So it's Edgeworth and the killer? Of course! It was Edgeworth and the murderer! After the murderer killed Mr. Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I had a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all of this.
They were about to hook up. Stop that.
Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name. Right, it's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know? Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop?
Dad? Is Dad a murderer? I want it to be the bird. Here I was hoping the bird had the gun the whole time.
Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest, the real scene of this crime was not on a boat.
Well then, where did the murder take place?
What? So it was not... Is it... Huh. Where would it take place? Here, let me open up the... No, I wanted to hit the thingy thing. I wanted to look at the evidence. Damn. That's my bad. Maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. Very good. Oh, okay, that didn't, okay. There's the boathouse itself. It could be here. Could be where Larry Butts was. I mean, personally, I want to, like, assume over here. I guess. We'll try this first. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lived. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Lottahart's testimony, if you will. Up there it goes. There's just... Whoop. That night, he was out on a boat in the... out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a shot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very close by. And where would he be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? No, not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, it might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Bird. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker took on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out onto the lake in the middle of the lake. That is what that says.
Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missing Edgeworth, on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose.
Well, I mean, let's just make it harder.
Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires once more. Fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, backflips into the lake. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind. And then Edgeworth touched it like a moron.
I see. To someone looking for the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he puts Hammond's wet coat back onto the body and throws the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Yes. What? But Balliv? That is fine.
Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly!
Bailiff? What is that? What is the lift in the bay?
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions.
A bay leaf? Not liff? Bay leaf is the thingy thing you put in the thingy. With the herb you put on it adds to the taste. It's fine.
Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Or are we gonna see him front facing? Very good. good.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defendant had said.
Yes.
Well,
Your favorite Pokemon, Bayleaf? No! Oh, excuse me.
why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright said, was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve.
See, I would misread this, okay? I feel like I would have, like, when I read, midnight on Christmas Eve, I feel like I would have gone the night before. Because I'd be like, yeah, exactly midnight on Christmas Eve. That would be the first hour of Christmas Eve, right? So, like, fully the day before Christmas. I just... I would have fucked this all up. The nightmare before you stop that. You stop that right now. we're not making reference to that.
He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry. I can't say what it was.
This is why we don't plan murders at midnight. Right? You would have survived by being too early. Yeah, I would have gone the night before. No one would be there. I'd be like, huh, I guess it was a prank. And just not have thought more about it. Bailiff.
Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away.
We survived 0 in mono bears. Look, I am the worst at reading times sometimes. It is the worst. I'll just like see, this is why we need to say like 11, like if they wrote Christmas Eve 12 a.m. Or I guess, like, you would have to write it as, like, Christmas Day, 12 a.m., right? For this to work. Like, time is hard, guys. Time is hard. Just this... it's all annoying. It's just...
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Okay. Are we gonna talk to Edgy? No, we're gonna talk to Maya. Okay. Yeah, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, hello, Kopika!
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile, just a little, relax.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me just yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth!
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind.
Oh my god, Edgeworth. What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had.
You know, I don't think you can use a nightmare in, the court of law as a, a reason for things.
A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Okay. 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 Interesting. Right in co-law office. Okay, what are we doing? What was Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it.
Not edgy. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick? Yo! How's everyone doing? What'd you think of my performance today? I had 'em swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Oh my god. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah! Bow before your hero. Can we just leave? Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Oh, he's going. Oh, he's going. But seriously, Nick. The boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. But I'm just the guy sitting in the audience, you know? But where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, yeah, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Yes, too. Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. When he was 9. Why? Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story tomorrow. And just the story today. And that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? I see. A body has been discovered. You remember, Larry. This spring, end of 3rd grade. Dungeon Grandpa, right? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, the kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember. I could see why you'd forget it, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with the cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Okay. I didn't do it. Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was him! Give the money back! You're What? Just admit you did it. Stop hiding the truth. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles. Look at this dork. Look at this dork here. It wasn't you who stole the money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. It's him. We don't need proof. Make him say that he's sorry. Why won't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone's gaining up and picking on one another. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. What's saving you from the whole class in 3rd grade? Ah, is this where all the dojins come from? Edgeworth and Phoenix were lovers since the 3rd grade. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. And that's how it happened. After that, the 3 of us were best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. And that's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought that I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually butts. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything! But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew I'd have to meet him whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can save him. Well, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes? I helped you because I believe in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! Nick! Nick? We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very may well be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's do it. Let's go to the gourd. Hey, pal! A long time no see! Man, it's Gumshoe. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. A close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Your tie? Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. What did you say? I said Gumshoe. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by tomorrow. Yeah, by a trial time tomorrow. Come what may. What? Okay, sure. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one more thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently park rangers found out. Okay. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. What? I just said Gumshoe. Like, come on, guys. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Well, let's go move over here. The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? It looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Let's go to the boat rental shop. Aw. The old caretaker got away. Yup. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Oh. I'd know that clearing of a throat anywhere. Oh, it's Grossberg. He's still alive. Here, I thought he was dead in a ditch or something.
Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk. Oh, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. The bird lies as easy as he breathes. Now look here. I would never.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? I want to talk to the bird. Nobody's home. Hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave this poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Okay, but can we examine the parrot? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. Interesting that you just give Polly your normal voice. What do you mean? He said the Josh line. Is that a patented thing for me? Saying hello, hello? I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Can we unlock the box? That reminds me, Nick. Polly knows the numbers to the safe, right? That's right. Polly, what's the numbers to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Oh. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ew, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten and is very precise. Clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Cord Lake in my restless dreams. You stop that. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in today's trial. It's all here in perfect detail. I hope that Nick like had gloves on when he touched that letter. It's evidence. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who would have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Oh, lit. Oh, very good, very good. Okay, guys. I think we're going to end it there for the night. So we'll do the rest of the investigation next time. And depending on how, how long that takes, maybe we'll do the trial. I don't know. I don't know how many chapters there are in this game. Like, I don't know. Because this is chapter 4, right? It's chapter 4. I assume there's 5 episodes. Cause like, why wouldn't there be 5 episodes? It's that's normal, right? You wouldn't end a game with 4 chapters, right? It's gotta be 5. There's one last case, but this is technically the game's finale. Oh, okay. Okay. I understood. For the DS release. Ah, I see. But alright, everyone. I do hope that you all have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys around. Have a good night, everyone.